This is how late it is right now. The lights just turned off on me. We have Carl's Jr., which is like one of my favorite burger places. And then we're gonna watch a little bit of my friend, Mr. Robert Irvine. I struggled with milk cartons in 3rd grade, and I'm still struggling with milk cartons as an adult who owns her own small business. Let's do this. Good morning, everyone. So this is a different kind of environment. It's because it's a different kind of video. So if you are someone who is interested in interior makeovers, merchandising, or retail store design, this is definitely the video for you. Because today I am vlogging the process that I'm going through in terms of redecorating part of my store. And not only will I teach you how you can do the painting portion for your own home, I will also be going through the whys, why I'm making decisions that I'm making, and how they will translate to a more successful retail experience. So right now I'm on my way to Home Depot, and we're going to be getting some paints and materials. I'll be going through everything and taking you along with me. All right, we are currently walking into, surprisingly, one of my more favorite places, and that would be Home Depot. All right, so if you've painted before, then you'll be familiar with these. These are called paint chips, and typically you bring these with you home to kind of compare and contrast different colors, different hues, things like that. But I did bring photo references here, and these are generally just images of the types of colors that I would like to use for my project. And I also have a little reference of a sketch that I made for my project. So these are the 2 walls I'm painting, and these are the general colors that I want to use. Picking a hue of pink is surprisingly really difficult. All right, math guy. It's $198 for 1, and I'm gonna need 2, but this one's 3 and it's $4.98.
Okay. So I imagine let's get the 3
Just
because you need 1 in the alcove, 1 on the outside of the hero bar, and then you need 1 in the back.
All right, so I'm currently inside of the store, and I thought that before I started the whole project, I explained to you a little bit about why we're doing this little renovation and redecorating, and why it's important in terms of retail design and also in terms of sales. So what's going on right now is that I recently launched a bit of like a home decor dried floral section because we are a lifestyle brand, so I carry home products like candles, books, things like that. But I'm also in the process of increasing my range of clothing and jewelry. What's happening is I need to expand my retail floor. So there is a certain math and a formula in terms of how much square footage your store is and how much you should be making per square foot. But where I come in is in terms of designing the retail experience. What it is I want it to translate really well. The moment you come in the store, I really want people to understand that our main bread and butter is clothing and jewelry. So what that means is I'm currently going to be taking my floral section and I'm moving it to the back of the store. And then I'm going to be expanding my lifestyle section and converting it into a jewelry section. And not only am I moving the store around, I'm doing a little bit of redecorating. So what that means is I'm actually going to be painting a little bit of a small art installation behind my new jewelry section. What that's gonna do is it's going to draw your eye right to that jewelry section. It's going to keep it encapsulated in one area so you understand that this entire section is telling the same exact story. And it's going to just make the store look a little bit more fun. So that's what I'm up to today. I'm going to be moving stuff around, painting the wall, and I'm going to be re-merchandising everything. So let's get started by moving everything away. All right, step one to an effortless redesign is to grab yourself some muscle, in my case, my big brother, and clear out the space And step 2 is to get comfortable. All right, let's get started. This is where our dried floral display was. This is where that bookshelf used to be. And then over here, I already cleared out the space. And by me, I mean Kevin already cleared out the space, but this used to be clothing racks. So what we're gonna do is we're swapping it. That way when customers come in through the entrance, the first thing that they're gonna see are clothing racks and mannequins here, our jewelry table. Here, we're going to put the bookcase back after I add my art installation. We're gonna do more jewelry here, and then you can go in the back and see the florals. And the thought process behind that is this: when people come into the store, you want them to have a very clear understanding of what it is exactly that you're selling. So now we're gonna swap it out. So you're gonna see clothing, jewelry, jewelry, clothing. And that's really going to help with the merchandising, help with the walking experience for our customers, and make everything really easy to shop. And I'm about to legitimately start painting. And before I went ahead and did that, I thought that I would kind of share a little bit about the tools that you'll need, maybe some tips, and just give like a really quick rundown on things you should get before you start painting. This is what you're gonna need. So first and foremost, I recommend getting a painting set. So they sell these guys. I feel like it's Christmas. I'm doing like a Christmas haul, but it's just Home Depot paint supplies. But these sell these guys at Home Depot, and they kind of organize them based on like best, better, professional. I just get the professional one, but that's only because it comes with everything that I need in it. So normally you're gonna want a little paint tray to pour your paint into. You're gonna want a paint liner that goes over it, rollers, paint brushes to get the edges, and little rollers. Next, you'll also need painter's tape. These are really, really great for taping off your corners, taping off the floor, things like that, making sure your tarp stays flat. They sell like different types of colors and varieties of stickiness. I have been painting things in general for a very long time, so I just get the basic one because I'm pretty good about flattening my corners and things like that. But if you're new to painting, you're a bit nervous, pay the extra $2, get the super sticky tape. Next, I also have extra liners. You need to get liners so that you don't ruin your paint tray. These are also good if you're painting over the course of several days, or if you're like me and you're doing a piece of, decor where you're using multiple colors. Get a tray so you can just throw them away, change the colors, no fuss, super easy to clean up. Next, I have mini liners because I'm doing like detail painting. So I have a teeny tiny roller and I get a teeny tiny tray for it. You're gonna wanna also get replacement rollers. So my design has multiple colors to it. So instead of, washing out the rollers, these are like $2. Get yourself replacements, save yourself some time. These are really handy. Next, you also wanna get drop cloths. You can get like professional grade ones that are reusable. I don't paint that often, so I just get the ones that are disposable. These guys are plastic. They're huge. They're great for arts and crafts in general. You also wanna get paint sticks. These are used for stirring your paints when you open them up. They separate, so you wanna make sure that the colors are evenly mixed into your paint. These are free. Something else you also don't wanna forget, because if you do, you'll regret it big time, is this little guy. It looks like a bottle opener, but you use it to open up your paint cans. You're gonna wanna get this or else you're gonna be stuck reaching for a screwdriver, looking for a knife. It's complicated, you're already stressed, get one of these. Lastly, you also need your paints. So you can ask people at your local paint store for guesstimates. A gallon's going to, if I remember correctly, paint about like 70 square feet. So I'm painting a pretty big wall, as you can see behind me. So I got a gallon for my main color, and then I got these little quart-sized ones for the complementary colors. And these guys are really great. They're just little ones. They're the ones that go in the mini paint liners. Part of my little art install is I wanna add texture to the wall because I'm painting arches. I'm trying to make it look like a fresco kind of thing. So I got this Rolotex paint additive. So it's like a sand texture. You pour this directly into your paint, you mix it in and you just roll it on and it adds a texture. So yeah, I have all my materials lined up. I'm gonna go and get my section, my workspace set up, and then we're gonna start doing the art. All right, so I am currently taping off the edges of the wall because I don't want to get any paint on the floor, and I also like keeping the little white border on the bottom, and do short strips of tape. If you get lazy and you try to do this, you're gonna end up like making it crooked by just like a millimeter, and next thing you know, it's like diagonal onto the floor. So no, trust me, 6-inch strips. Tape them down on top of each other, overlapping. Make sure you press down as hard as you can on the edge. Promise you, no paint will get through, and put your tarp on top of it. All right, so I was like 2 seconds away from just freehanding this thing, but I felt like if I started making crooked arches, I wouldn't be a very good example or teacher. So I got out my trusty tape measure and my pencil, and I'm gonna mark off the edges from a center point and make sure that the 2 lines of the arch are perfectly straight. I think future me will thank me for this. All right, here's another tip. If you don't feel confident that your tape is sealed tight and there's no air, get a credit card, or in our case, a gift card, and just smooth down the edges. It's gonna get all the air bubbles out. You don't have to kill your fingernails. You don't have to worry that you didn't flatten your tape properly. So as you can see here, I taped out the columns of my first little mini arch. It's going to be 1 mini arch here, then 2 larger ones on the left and the right flanking it. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie my pencil to a piece of string, make like a little handy dandy DIY compass. Then I'm going to make sure I put the arch over the top, pencil it in, and I can start painting my first little arch. All right, so I'm about to do what happens 99% of the time during DIY projects, and that is wing it. So I know that I told you guys to take your pencil, tie it to a string, use it as a makeshift compass, but guys, I'm gonna be real with you, I have like a 9 a.m. meeting tomorrow, and it is already 10:45 at night. I don't have time for that, so I'm gonna wing it. And let's just hope that my person's education has equipped me to draw half circles. Either way, we'll find out whether or not I was successful at the end of this vlog. Wish me luck. As you can see, very healthy eating here at KESTAN. We have Carl's Jr., which is like one of my favorite burger places. And then we're gonna watch a little bit of my friend, Mr. Robert Irvine. To begin painting my little arches. So you're gonna need a flat brush like this. This is going to be so you can start by painting the outsides in. You're gonna wanna feather in a little border. Then you're going to have a roller, and you're gonna wanna roll off excess paint in your little tray and then roll in a W formation. No, I'm not doing this one-handed, okay. Oh my God. This is how late it is right now. The lights just turned off on me. This is like the real life of a small business owner and what you have to put up with whenever you're working late. very satisfying act of peeling off all that blue paint so I can have my straight edges, because I'm about to paint my major arch, which is going to go right here. It's gonna be right there. It's gonna be a big pink arch, then another one on that side. And I actually didn't mention this, but the reason why this is taking me so long is because I'm also painting that side of the store. So I'm doing 2 walls tonight. Also, another tip, you want to peel your paint off actually when it's a little bit wet. That way you get the straight line. If it's dry, and then it might come off in a big chunk, and that's just gonna devastate you. So leave it wet, peel it off, let it dry. That's not cute. How do people do those like really satisfying like one peel montages? This is like not sexy at all. I'm kind of actually struggling here, guys. You may be watching this and asking me, but Stephanie, how are you going to tape the edges of the arch you already painted? The answer is I'm not. I am going to be doing that thing I talked about earlier, freehanding. So let's just pray that I can keep my hand steady and paint this giant arch. All right, so I'm about to paint my big pink arches now. So I'm going to go mix my paint and add in the sand filler for texture as well. I struggled with milk cartons in 3rd grade, and I'm still struggling with milk cartons as an adult who owns her own small business. Let's do this. Finally done. Guys, this is like the same feeling that I got when I like finished the SATs when I was 16. It's like a relief. I love what I do, and it's like super fun to be creative, and I had a lot of fun designing the wall, but it is officially 2 a.m. This girl needs to go to sleep because I still have to get up and go to work tomorrow, but I love what I do, and I think tomorrow I'll bring the camera back and I'll show you guys the finished wall in like natural lighting and then with my products in front of it, so you can kind of get a feeling for how everything came together and why I did what I did. But until then, it is time for me to clean up, get ready to go home and catch some Z's. That's how you know I'm tired, because I'm making like really lame jokes. Also, no, that's not bad concealer on my face. It's just paint. I got stucco all over my face, and thank goodness no one's here to see me except for my brother. Okay, thanks, Kevin. That's right, you better skedaddle.
What are you talking about? What makes you happiest when you like my food?
I love your food.
Because
It's delicious.
the secret is extra mayo.
Oh my god, you're hilarious.
Yeah.
See, liners make a difference. You just pick it up and you throw it in the trash.
Oh my god, were you recording this whole
Yeah,
time?
that's right. People about to see another side of Kevin Lynn.
I did nothing to help.
Yep. Just kidding. Oh, it is removable. I'm just weak sauce. Okay, yeah, I'm weak sauce. Try my best. All right, so I have the new layout and the new wall here. You'll notice that I haven't actually switched out the lifestyle things for my ear bar yet. That's only because I ordered some new fixtures and some new decor, so I'll make a video when I'm doing that build out. But for now, I'm going to keep it the lifestyle stuff. But I do have all of my new clothes here. This is my spring collection. It just launched. And you can tell that it is now highlighted in this alcove with the matching poster on the top. And then as you come over here, there's more clothes, and then now the florals are in their own little section here with their matching poster too. So this is the new update. So right when you come in, you will see clothes, you will see jewelry, and then you can slowly make your way to the back and enjoy our lifestyle products. And that's the final build out.